Okay, hi, here we are. Moses Stars Presents. First ever vlog. I am really excited. Um, really excited. A little bit nervous. Just quickly go through the studio setup. Uh, Shooting this on an iPhone 14 Pro, 4K 60. And then I've actually got a Zoom H5 plugged in with a Rode NT1, not the NT1A, and then the lighting is provided by a Niwa 18-inch ring light. So I just wanted to talk about last weekend. So overall, before we get to the weekend, lots of vlogs, lots of content, lots of running, I guess, lots of music, lots of culture, and observations. So the first one, I'm just going to quickly recap through my weekend because I did the Maverick Trail Race, West Sussex, half marathon distance, 500 feet of elevation. This was the first ever trail race that I've actually done, so it was really nice to return to this part of Sussex. I think the last time I was there was in 2018. Signed up for the race last minute. Thank you to Maverick for sorting me out a bit. It is very much appreciated. Dora also signed up last minute. And I kind of just said I'm happy to do any distance that you can offer. So they offered me up out of the three. There was a short, a medium around 10, 12k or 22k or half marathon. So they said that you can do the half marathon. So I was like, great. Got given a pair of the new Challenger ATR7s from Hoka. They do sponsor me, so there's lots of content and products and shoes from Hoka. But yeah, the shoes were absolutely great. I'd been mindful of trying to run them in a little bit just to kind of get my feet used to them. But yeah, the shoes performed pretty well. The course did have some technical bits, lots of mud and a bit of elevation. But yeah, there's lots of cushioning in the shoe. I felt really well protected. And look at that sole, super grippy. Definitely helped me feel confident on the technical downhill. And then when it did get a bit muddy because all the runners have been running through, we definitely didn't have many problems. So yeah, full marks of the ATR, super comfortable on foot, felt quite supported. Yeah, definitely going to wear that shoe out again. Really enjoyed stepping out. 3 hours time on feet. Me and Dora had a great time just, enjoying ourselves on the trail. We didn't focus on time or pace. So it was really nice to just have an extended time on feet. Really enjoyed being out in West Sussex on the trails because I have been hitting the concrete really hard. This year, I actually started New Year's Day with my first ultra and 50k with Deo. He was quite serious about it. We're going to get a long run in. I didn't think it was going to go that far. So yeah, January's been pretty productive. So I already had West Sussex Maverick in the diary with TNC, Track and Call. That's the community that I founded in lockdown with the two co-captains, Jason and Sophie. And then Hoka said, hey, we can get you a bib for the Winter 10k. I actually did the Winter 10k last year because it fell on the Valentine's weekend, so I stayed in a hotel and then got up really early, left my partner to get the run done. This year, no hotel, not Valentine's weekend, for a couple more weekends. But it was really nice to get to the hotel to meet the Hoka guys and the elite athletes who were wearing the Rocket X2. There's been a big push with that, and it was nice to meet the other racers just before the start. Super nice to see that Voices Radio were providing the music and our co-captain Sophie was DJing. So yeah, I was a little bit tired. There was a little bit of soreness in the legs, but I got out. And for the Winter 10k, I was really privileged to have Clifton 9 on foot. So this shoe is currently not out yet. So we're up to the 9th edition of this very classic shoe. They've improved on the midsole. Yeah, felt really comfortable, really responsive, and felt like, it kind of gave me a little bit more of an edge if I did want to pick up the pace a little bit. So this is the Clifton 9 that I wore for the Winter 10k. It'll be coming out soon, so you can check all good retailers and hoka.com. So yeah, the race was pretty good. I think I left it a little bit late getting into my pen, so I ended up starting 2 2 or 3 pens back, so it was quite busy getting out over the start line. But after a mile or two, just settled into a rhythm. Definitely picked up the pace. It was very cold out there, about 4 degrees on the start line. I wore a vest last year, didn't make that mistake. Wore a t-shirt because it was pretty fresh. After about 3 miles, was quite consistent. Got into my groove. I was sort of roughly aiming for around sub 7 minute miling, which is what I ended up with. It was nice running the final part of the course, coming into the Strand, and then moving towards Big Ben. And then we had Voices Radio who were DJing, so it was nice to have a bit of a downhill coming into the finish. So a really fun weekend. 13 miles in on Saturday, West Sussex Maverick trail race, and then the winter run sponsored by Cancer Research, and I think Hoka sponsored that on the Sunday. So I'm just going to show you the medals. This is the West Sussex Maverick Trail Race medal. It's a wooden one. And then the Winter 10K, bit of an improvement on the medal last year. It's full metal, but now they've got a bit of glitter in there, and the lanyard says Cancer Research. So yeah, so that was my race weekend. Really grateful. Legs feel good. Just went for an easy shakeout run today. So Project 365 has continued. I ran every day in 2022, and I kind of continued in very rude fashion with Deo getting me out to do 50k on January the 1st, 2023. So some big dates in the diary. We've got the Hackney Half in May, which is around my birthday weekend. Someone might be turning 40, allegedly. And before that in April, we have the London Marathon, and we'll talk about the elite men and the elite women's lineup because it looks pretty amazing. But yeah, overall, if you did do the Maverick West Sussex, leave some comments. How was your day? Did you enjoy it? Was it your first trail? Have you done trails before? And if you did the Winter 10K, let me know what you thought. So diversity with trails and running and track is really important to me. And at West Sussex, I was pleasantly surprised to see extended friends and friends and friends. Black Girls Do Run were in the place. Emancipated Run Crew. I think one of their members was volunteering. And then Black Trail Runners were out in force. So really nice to see more people enjoying the great outdoors, the democratization of trails, running, and some of the amazing scenery in this country is slowly getting there, but definitely a lot more work needs to be done. The Winter 10K was pretty good. I saw Emancipated Run Crew, Black Trail Runners. I think on course there was Chasing Lights. So there was lots of representation. So more of it, and hopefully we see more change going forward. So Mawson Styles Presents. If you like this, follow, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.